What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? X-Religion here, and today we're going to talk about the 8-player batch guide, which is probably the second hardest one. Sebastian, shush, I can hear him up there. But anyways, 8 players batch, probably the second hardest one besides the lockless one, but it still sucks because, as the name says, this batch sucks. Okay, you get the point. Let's get straight into it. I'm gonna have a clip on screen of me playing with my team, a group of 8. So we need to understand that there are limit lockers, okay? You need to understand PSS, you need to understand SS, and you need to understand X. I'll have that video on the top right of the screen on the terminology of PSS, SS, and X. Should be on the top right of the screen, like right now. Now let's get straight back into the video. Now, since there are 8 people, you need to devise who's gonna be the leader, who's gonna sub-lead, and who's gonna be the one that's on the rear. Now let me explain all these roles, because these roles are very important. And of course I'll put it on screen to explain what, if you gain that role, what you should do. So, and of course the other 5 people. Now, we have the leader role. I was the leader in the game that I was playing with my team. Now the leader job is to ensure, is to go front, is to go forward and find an SS spot or a PSS spot. Because remember what I've said, lockers are limited. There's not gonna be enough lockers for everyone. I mean, sure, there may be a chance, but it's best to use SS spot and PSS spot. Remember, PSS spot also is SS spot. It's just without the P. So the leader needs to go up front, and he needs to count out how many doors he has open. So for example, like me, on the gameplay I'm using, I need to count out the doors I'm doing. So I'll go first door open, second door open, third door open, and so on. You need to go forward 5 doors. You need to count it out. Now, if you go to the 5th door and you open the 6th door, and if your teammate is staying all the way back on the 5 previous doors, they will get teleported by Mr. Loopy, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so when you get to the 5th door, be like, hey team, I've gotten to the 5th door. This is just an example. You don't have to use the same voice communication as me, but just for example, hey team, I've reached the 5th door. There's no safe spot. I need you guys to get to a locker, get to each individual locker. Okay. Or if there's an SS spot, be like, hey, everyone move forward. For example, okay, if there is an SS spot, be like, okay, everyone move forward. Or if there's a PSS spot, everyone move forward. That's your job as the leader. You need to go forward. You need to find a safe spot for the entire team. That's your entire sole purpose. And also, of course, you can call out if the monster is on the way or not, but everyone will know if the monster is on the way or not. But that's your sole purpose as the leader. Is you need to communicate what you're doing, and you need to communicate if there's SS or there's PSS, to let your sub-leader know, sub-lead, and your rear. So that's the leader role. Now we're gonna move on to the sub-lead. Now the entire job of the sub-lead is to support the lead in case if the lead needs to go somewhere, or if there's no safe spot. Now in this video, my friend Drix, she is my sub-lead. Her job is to go with me when there is no SS spot. She is also looking for safe spot for the entire team. This is where two eyes is better. 4 pairs of eyes. I mean, two pairs of eyes is better than 1 pair of eyes. That's where sub-lead comes in. And it also kind of reduces the amount of lockers used, because Drix is with me while the entire team is staying in the back, hawking their own lockers. So that's the job of the sub-lead, is to support the lead. It's like, you know, a captain and you need the vice, something like that. Now we move on to the rear. Now the rear job is also important as the lead. Why? Because his entire purpose is to stay all the way back, not all the way back, but he's gonna be the person that's gonna stay all the way back. Meanwhile, the entire team is moving forward. He needs to communicate if the door is closing or not. So in this example, Fire is my rear. Okay, his job is to let me know if the door is going to close. If the door has closed, it means my job as the leader, I cannot move forward anymore. If I move forward, he's gonna get teleported, and whoever is in the room with him at that time is going to get teleported by Mr. Lopi. And you don't want that. Not only you take damage, in case if an angular attack is happening and they get teleported, also sucks, because they get teleported, they can't react quick enough, they're gonna die. And whose fault is that? The leader's fault. And yeah, so it's very important to play the rear. Okay, now there will be certain situations where there won't be any safe spot. The rear will always be the one that stays all the way back, so you need to leave at least a locker for him. Okay, you need to leave a locker behind for him, because that's the rear. Because the monsters could be like behind the closed door that he's watching. He needs a locker. So the entire 5 people that are with him needs to move forward and hug a different locker. Now, what the other 5 people would do is they need to survive. What their job is to not die. They need to, in a group settings, what my team did is we only had 2 people talking. The lead and the rear. The sub-lead can talk if necessary, okay? But usually it's just the lead and the sub-lead. Most of the time you will use your communication over text message, because everyone's voice isn't clattering with everyone, so it makes communication more clear. Now, I'm going to put a small gameplay on screen, and I'll of course explain to it a bit more as we dig deeper. As you can see, I am leading. I'm telling my team this is an SS spot. I'm moving forward. I'm letting my team know I'm opening the first door. If there's good people, I'll check for it. Okay, if there's good people, then I'll move on to the next door until I find the correct one. I open that one, second door open, for example. And if there is a PSS spot, I'll be like, hey team, I have a PSS. Everyone please move forward. Simple as that. If there's a PSS, make sure to use it. If there's an SS, make sure to use it. Make sure to communicate with your teammates. Don't forget that. Now, every time they go into a new SS spot or a new PSS spot, the counter resets. What counter are you talking about? You may be asking. Now this is for the leader row. The leader resets his count. So instead of like 3 doors, for example, and then he finds a PSS or an SS, he recounts it again. He say, okay, now we go back to the first door. First door, second door, third door, fourth door, fifth door. Now, unless there is some sort of vent, remember all vents are safe. All, not all of them. Most of the one that you encounter will be safe. The ones that are long. If it's like a super short vent, then that's not good. And if I remember correctly, the FNAF Sister's location vent room is not a safe spot for vents, so do be careful on that. But remember, you can use lockers, you can use medkit, code preachers, you can use lights. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you can. Communication is key. Not like those relationships. Sorry. But it's pretty simple from there. Make sure to communicate your team. Let them know if there's any PSS part or SS part if you're the leader. If you're the sub lead, you only need to move when there is no PSS or SS, and you move with the leader. The rear is the one that's going to be staying all the way in the back to check if the doors are closing. If the doors are closing, that's when the rear needs to yell out to the leader. Now, like I said, there will be extreme cases of when there is no PSS or SS. That's when everyone needs to hug a locker. The lead needs to stop moving at the 5th door, and he needs to let everyone take their time to find a locker. You cannot steal lockers from others. This is not a game of stealing lockers. No, you really need to find a locker on your own. Just make sure everyone hugs a locker. Okay, and if everyone has a lock already and the lead moves forward and there is still no SS spot, everyone moves up 1 room at a time slowly. So let's say, just for example, I'm moving to the next 6 doors and someone is at door 2. If I move to the next door, they need to move to door 3. If I move to the next door, they need to move to door 4 until there is an SS. That's only in extreme cases, of course. Now, there will be times where you get special rooms, like on my screen, for example. I got the trench bleeder. Now remember, you cannot die. If you're the leader here, your job is to move through the trench without getting stepped on. Meanwhile, the rest of your team stays behind. You don't want to risk anyone dying. Okay, that's the entire point, is no one dies. But once you move through, you can flip the lever and that pulls everyone ahead. It shouldn't be a problem much. You need to also, before getting into the badge, you need to learn where all the PSS spots are, know all the SS spots are. Since the other 5 people won't be doing much, they can give the leader their items. You can purchase items at the beginning shop, by the way. There's not a big problem with that. You can buy code breachers or whatever. Like me, I'm holding lanterns. Since I'm the leader, I need these items to make sure if there's a safe spot of some sort I need to unlock for the team. Because you can't just have somebody hiding and then have them move forward. You're the leader for a reason. You're opening the path. You're a trailblazer. In heavy containment rooms like these ones that my team found, they're pretty open. There is a lot of sub rooms and heavy containments. That means you're gonna get a lot of PSS spot. So it's like heaven in there. You're safe most of the time. That is if you're in a PSS. If you're not in a PSS, you're screwed. That's on you. I can't really do anything with that. I can't really do anything to help you. So that's mostly from door 0 to 100. That shouldn't be a big deal. You know, as long as you communicate with your team, everything is set, you're Gucci, okay? You get to door 100, you get to the ridge. Oh, the ridge is the most obviously painful part. Oh, I forgot to mention before we head to the ridge. If you get to Sebastian's shop, just buy whatever you need. It shouldn't be a problem. You're gonna get past them anyway. So yeah. But now we move on to the most painful part, the ridge. Now, I posted a video on a lockerless guide for the ridge. You can watch that to understand what you need to do as a sold individual. Okay, but what my team does is we divided groups of 2, 2, 2, 2. So everyone has a duo. Okay, so for this example, me and Trix are a duo because me and her are, she's a sub lead and I'm a lead. Now the other 6 people need to have a partner with them, so make sure to assign people to partners when you're at the ridge, or assign beforehand so everyone knows what to do when they reach the ridge. You need to assign people to groups. That's basically it. So make sure know who your partner is. Okay, now you need to get into the sub room on the ridge where I'm showing on screen right now. You need to hide right here. You need to wait out Panenomium. Now when you reach the ridge, your meter, your monster meter, I guess you could call it whatever, your note monster meter resets. So let's say you got Panenomium already from like door 0 to 100. You're not, there may be still a slight chance of you getting him at like door 73 if you get him at like a lower door. But when you get to the ridge, all that counter resets. So now Panenomium has a higher chance of spawning. But when he spawns in the ridge once, that's it. He doesn't spawn anymore. So my recommendation is for you to sit at the sub room, and I want you to sit there and wait until Panda attacks. Now, once Panda attacks, you can move forward with your duo. And this is where me and Drix move. Make sure to move around. If you don't move around, you get kicked for inactivity. Welcome to Roblox. But with me, what my team did is after Pandanomium attacks, we wait out for one more note monster to attack, and then we move forward from there. Now, me and Trix were lucky because we found a sub room here. Now, this is where the lead job is very important, and I mean crucially important. You need to communicate with the duo. So, you need to let them know, be like, hey, first duo, move, for example. So, after me and Trix will be the next duo that moves. Okay, meanwhile, the rest stops. Now, what the lead, so everyone is still doing their jobs. There's still the lead, there's still the sub lead, and there is still the rear. Now, what I would recommend for you to do as the leader, whoever is assigned the leader role, you need to move forward with your sub lead and make sure to get to the 4th door. You cannot go to the 5th door. Do not move to the 5th door. You need to open the go forward 4 doors to check if there's a PSS spot or an SS spot. Remember, because you already waited at the sub room at the beginning of the ridge, so you technically the Pandanomium doesn't spawn anymore. So you just need to find an SS spot. PSS is not necessary, but it is an SS. Just remove the P. But if the leader were to open the 5th door, the entire team is gonna get teleported by Mr. Lopi, and that wouldn't be a nice, beautiful sight for you. So communicate with your team as the leader. Let them know if there's any SS. Have everyone move there. Remember, they can still use lockers, but there won't be a lot of lockers to occupy everyone. Remember that. So, as you can see, me and Trix are moving forward. Meanwhile, the team is staying back at their safe spot. We move forward again down here, and then we open the next door. Remember, do not go to the 5th door. The 5th door is going to pull everyone, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. What me and Drix's job here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find a safe spot without dying. So this is where you can use lockers to your full advantage. Meanwhile, the other teams are staying in the back. I know there's a monster coming, so I hide. That was just a regular angler. We get out of the locker, we move forward. Move forward with your duo. Fast. Do be careful of speakers and such. That wouldn't be a beautiful sight. As you can see, me and Trix are moving forward. We're checking for a safe spot. We've noticed that the right door is the correct door. You can see me pressing my ears against it to check if it's a good people door. But we found a safe spot, for example, right there. We know that's a good people door, and then we know that it's an SS spot, because the monster usually goes to the correct door. That's their entire job. Now, here as the leader, you need to communicate with your previous teams. Be like, hey, I think I have audio of this gameplay, so I'll just put it on screen how it goes. There's a SS, but do not touch the door. The door is a good people door. Just stand with Drix. Yeah, right there.
Not yet. Next.
Everyone just chill. That is good. Okay. Next duo. But be careful.
Okay, now it is. Now it is. Angler. Holy shit.
Next duo, be careful.
I saw someone
Fire
outside.
And wall. Yeah, oh, good.
Is everyone good? Alright. Good. I'll let you know. Note monsters.
If the monsters attack, there are lockers. Just take your time. As you can see, I am trying to find my next duo. They're actually on their way. They're just taking their time, of course. I let Drix know that I'm safe because there's a locker there if I need to hide. And I'm technically in a safe spot anyway. I'm checking to see if the next duo will show up so I can lead them. It does take a while, so I'm gonna speed up the video just a bit here. And as you can see, they come through, and I have my light shine. Let them know I'm over in this position, and they need to move over. Once they get into the safe spot, beautiful. Make sure to tell them that you're proud of them, okay? Because let me tell you, I bet you their brains were melting. It's not a beautiful sight. Anyways, after that duo is finished, you need to assign the next duo to move up.
On your left. My flashlight over here. Alright. Just stand over here and you're okay. Just don't touch the door. Okay. Oh, Drix, we're back to this again. Okay.
Wait, I'll need to go see the door though.
Remember, you can use lockers. And also, there's no time limit here.
There's a locker right here for you too, by the way. For emergency noise. It's so scary because bullets can attack. That's the problem. Okay, Fire, why don't you stand here? Okay, where I think you should be able to. Here, on the flashlight.
I can do this. I can go here. This one.
And remember, the rear job is still important. The rear will pick whoever he wants to partner with, but he still needs to stay all the way back. As you can see, Fire was my rear, as he did previously on the 0 to 100 doors. His job is still remains the same. So, he'll be the last people to move.
Wait for the next and then
One of the last people to move.
Okay, next duo. Whenever you feel safe, please move up. This safe spot is located to the left side.
Now, everyone is safe. This is where me and Trick's job is repeats. We're going to move forward, like we did earlier. We're looking for rooms. Now we open that door, now we're gonna move forward, and we have an SS. This was beautiful RNG. Now, you need to communicate with your team once again.
gather it.
Do the same thing again. Let them know that whenever they need to move. This is probably the most stressful things to some of you guys. I can 100% understand that.
If the timer is 5 minutes, then
If you find a new SS spot, next group goes. Once the group arrives, next group goes, and then it repeats until your rear comes.
mostly it's in 10 seconds.
Of course, they have to make sure that no monsters are attacking, and if they need to use locker, they can. That's what I meant. Now, once everyone's in their safe spot, me and Drix are going to move forward here once again. We're gonna look for safe spot. Remember, as long as you reach the end, only one person reaches the end, by the way, but everyone needs to survive. But as long as one person reaches to the end and flip the lever to pull everyone forward, you're set. Now, as you can see, me and Trix are now moving forward after that angler just attacked. We just got a new SS bot. This was beautiful RNG. Now, again, same thing again. Group 1 goes, group 2 goes, group 3 goes. Simple as that. Same duo.
Where is it?
Don't forget. That duo is literally your life partner. Make sure to watch out for them. You don't want them going to the wrong path. As you can see here in the upcoming clips, they arrived, but they didn't know where we were. They were a bit lost. That's okay.
If you hear him also. And it's oh wait, yeah. Wait, never mind. That's not means. Fuck. You good?
It's best for everyone to have some sort of flashlights. You can see this team right here, they were a bit lost a bit. But everyone made it. That's all that matters. Now, me and Drix's jobs are still the same. We're moving forward. This was beautiful RNG. We got ourselves a PSS right here. Now, same thing again, coordinate as the leader. You need to coordinate with your team. and let them know whenever they can move. Of course, they still need to watch out and listen for any sort of angler attack, because of course you're not near them, so you don't know. But everyone moves forward, and once everyone has moved forward, same thing again. The sub lead and lead moves forward.
Another SS, yes. The correct another open. Okay. Oh, okay, let me breathe.
As you can see, we open the door.
Okay.
Oh wait, good people. Is it good people?
No. What could be?
Is
Oh,
there
no,
good?
on the second room. Okay, next,
As you can see, it was very smooth. I pulled the team and everyone is now here. You're not done yet. We still got the final part, which is fixing the cables when dealing with 3 searchlights. Awfully painful. Now, job here is actually honestly pretty simple. If you can't do cables, don't do them. Let people who are experienced do them. Now, I would assign the rear to be the guy that stays back. So what the rear job is, he needs to stay back, and when all the cables are fixed, he's gonna be the one that pulls you forward or pulls you back. So we're doing like a little cutscene skip in a sense. Now the leader, his job is basically done. I guess he can continue to assure people and all that. It's not a problem. And encourage people. Basically the jobs are done. It's just the rear job now. But everyone needs to go fix a cable. If you're unable to fix a cable, then just stop doing the cable and be like, hey, I can't do the cable. Like, you're good. I'm glad that you're honest. If you're in my team and you let me know you can't do cable, I am willing to go and help you with the cable. I have no problem with that. Honesty goes a long way. But there will be 20 cables you need to fix, so everyone just kind of divide and conquer. Remember, take as much time as you need. My recommendation, do all the cables on the ground level first before you head down into the caves, because the caves are much more safer. Now, I would assign somebody or anyone that is close by to stand by near the lever to activate the external repellent cannon. Because once you fix all the cable, as you can see, the cannon's power on. Someone's down there has already flipped the lever, and now I'm gonna have one of my team pull us back. Should happening now. As you can see, beautiful. Now, this job is important. I'm going to move forward because I am the leader. I'm going to pull everyone ahead, and it's important here because if you die, then the whole entire run's kind of ruined, and you can't revive, by the way. So just take as much time as you need, and this is where the leader moves forward. There you go. No one else moves forward. They move forward, it's a death sentence.
Yeah. Don't go. Okay.
As you can see, the coast is clear for me, so I move forward, and the entire team gets a cutscene trigger right here. They're gonna get teleport. They're right behind my back, and that's simple as that. You can go forward. You can watch the cutscene of the trench bleeder stepping on one of the searchlights. Whap, bam, boom, and there you go. And then you move forward. You flip the lever. Everyone hops on the submarine at the end, and that's it. You get the badge right there. Wasn't that simple? I'm sorry, that was actually not simple at all. That took too long. Oh, like an hour. 122 hours. 112 hours, my bad. But yes, that's the entire guide for 8-player batch, or this batch sucks, because it is. You guys have any questions, please put in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. I do have a Discord link in my description. If you have any questions, you can also go talk to me there in real time, and I'll do my best to help you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of talking for me, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.